Looks like there's a couple of fish down there, but you can see on the bottom here all the structure, all the rocks. Looks like some very trouty territory. Just going to do a little bit of a dummy. Oh, what's going on there? Fish up higher. Going to do a bit of a dummy drift. But as you can see, got the swag, got fuel, and in the deck we got cooking gear, and we're going to do a bit of an overnight mission. And I've actually brought 0 food. We definitely need to try and catch something. You can see my drift I've started here. We'll kind of move it over to the left a bit, so I'll get us back further to the right. I brought a couple things to cook with the fish, but we've got to actually catch some fish, otherwise we're going to be starving. Now later on we've got to go find a place to camp. First thing on the agenda is getting some fish to eat. We've got nothing for lunch, nothing for dinner, nothing for any food tomorrow, so we need to fill the esky up a little bit. Now I'm just going to start off with the 130mm curly vibe, and this whole first day at least is going to be a full-on jigging and vibing mission. I feel like I don't do this sort of fishing enough here, and I haven't spent enough time, so we're really going to have a big crack today, trying to find some new ground. So lots of exploring today, not something I should probably do while I really need to get some fish to eat, but oh well, we're doing it. Stack of fish on the sounder there, and first drop. Don't think this is anything we really particularly want, but might be a little trout if we're lucky. And it is, oh, you wouldn't believe it. Oh, it's the perfect size trout. Look at that. Literally first drop of the morning. Lunch and dinner sorted in one drop. That is bloody beautiful. There you go. How's that? First drop of the morning. A beautiful coral trout. Exactly what we wanted to catch fishing this this rocky, shoaly ground on that 130mm curly vibe. And he is well over legal size. Legal size for coral trout is 38 centimeters in Queensland. This guy would be much closer to about 50 centimeters. So we're going to bleed him, chuck him on ice, and then we'll set back up for another drift. Oh, he's spitting up a fish. It looks like he's just eaten this thing. Little goat fish or something like that. It looks like it. He's just been eaten, like he's just died. And then this greedy guts wants to eat my vibe as well. So this esky measures like 42 centimeters. And this guy is well over the end. Yeah, he'd be much closer to 50. Perfect. These are from Free Float. They're basically just these like refillable block ice containers like you can chuck in your freezer. And I brought 2 of them with me. So you got this big block of ice. And we just take it out of the freezer, leave it for a few minutes. Boom. He's got this big block of ice. And I'll just bleed this guy over the side here. Beautiful. That's so good. That takes all the pressure off. I was a bit worried that it might take us a while or even all day to catch a fish for dinner, but to get it literally first drop of the morning means I'm not going to starve today at least. I'm just going to go back up, set up another drift. Get this up there a bit. What are we fishing? 25, 26 meters. And we're starting right at the current side and just going to drift right over the structure. The rod I'm using is the Vanquish. This is a slow pitch, P3. And I've got the 150 Zephyr reel with the P3 X-Braid on it. Bending. Doesn't feel huge. Feels like a small trout. And it is a small trout. He's probably undersized or close to. So we'll just let this guy go quickly. See, little bud. Set back up, do another drift. I'm not going to do too many drifts on one spot. Going to do a bit of a run and gun approach so I can find some new ground hopefully. We'll do maybe one more drift on this spot and then we'll move to another zone. Drift number 3. So even though there's fish here and we're catching them, I'm just going to keep hopping around, find some new zones. And I can see on the side scan here another big rock. Go past it and set up a drift. Alright, give this a crack. got eaten on the sink. What is this? Maybe a trout near the bottom or something. Yeah, it is a trout. Place is loaded with trout. He's probably going to be pretty close to legal. He's like right on legal, 39. Just let him go. He can live another day. I did bring my casting gear, so if we do end up filling the esky a little bit and we haven't got much room in there, we can always just go cast in the shallows and just have some fun, not have to worry about food if it's that full. But for the meantime, we're going to keep vibing, keep jigging and see what else we can catch. Well, we're just about on the tide change, so the run slowed up and so is the fishing, which is kind of what I expected. So I'm going to use this time to make a big run, whole another section. As I was running to the spot, I just noticed this big rock popped up on the sand here, a few fish hanging on it. It's all about finding new ground this trip, and that's exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. Alright, we'll drop this down there. Yeah, stack of fish there now. Hopefully we can get down before we miss those fish. Yeah, my vibe's sinking in them. Yep. Yeah, it's alright. Oh, I lost him. I think he tangled up my vibe too. No. That was a good fish, man. It's been eaten. Eaten on the sink. Feels like maybe a trout. Oh yeah, good trout. Beautiful trout. Oh, look at that. Oh, we'll take that. That is a beautiful cold trout on that 130mm curly vibe again. But literally just on the run, notice on the sander, little ping, and just happened to be a big rock here with what looks like a stack of fish sitting on it. 2 drops, 2 hookups. Missed that first fish, which was, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was much bigger than this thing. But this is as good of a trout as you'd want to catch. We're going to bleed this guy, chuck him on ice with his friend, and we'll set back up and do another drift. How good? This guy's going to be very tasty. Alright, beautiful. Now we can go back round, set up another drift. Alright. Oh. Yep. Oh. Oh. I was just about to swing the rod around the other side of the boat. Just got doinked. Didn't even get into where the fish are at. Spotter's just absolutely loaded. Bit of weight on this thing. Another trout, I'd say. Oh no. Oh, it's a purple cod. I haven't caught one of these in a while. Wow, that's sick. Well, I haven't actually caught one of these for quite a while. This is a purple Maori cod, or a lot of guys call these cattle dog, but yeah, they're such a stunning fish. Again, on that vibe I've been using all morning, 130mm curly vibe. These guys are actually really good eating as well. He's gonna have the same fate as those last couple trout. This guy suffered from barotrauma pretty bad, so there's no chance he's surviving anyway, so. Alright, that esky's starting to fill up. And go again. I think I've been eating on the sink. What in the hell is this? I might have hooked a shark while on the boat. Unless it's a mackerel or cobia or something. Unless he's come off. No, he's come off. Thank God. That really might have been a shark. Oh, that's a big stack of fish there. I want to see if we can get into that mess. The sharks have kind of moved in and gone through on the bottom and scattered all the fish. They're not sitting where they were now. And I also think any ones that are there, they're a bit shut down now that the shark's hanging around. That's all right. At least we found this little spot for another time. We can always come back. Yeah, still, it's cool to find a little spot on the run like that. We've still got a fair run to where I actually really wanted to go, so we're going to keep moving. Well, it took us a bit of a run to get out here, but we're out. We're out pretty wide now, fishing about 50 meters, and I'm just dropping the vibe down now. Didn't see a heap on the sounder, but I'm hoping as we drift over it lights up a little bit more. But I'll probably just do a couple drifts and then we'll head into one of the nearby reefs just to cook up lunch, because I'm bloody starving at this point. Well, since it's a fair bit deeper and it's running fairly hard, just going to take the vibe off and we're going to chuck a jig on just so we can get down there in the zone. Well, this is the 80 gram rib cage. We'll set back up for another drift. Drop this down there, jig down there. I just pushed into the reef here to go out of the swell a little bit. I need to cook something up. I'm starving, absolutely starving. Haven't eaten anything. It's nearly 1 o'clock. We'll spot lock in this little hole in here and then we'll cook up one of those fish for lunch. Now we might chef up this cattle dog since it's something we don't get to eat very often. Chuck a healthy amount of butter in the pan. That's probably way too much, but should be right. On the heavy side. Someone was complaining in one of my recent videos that I eat avocado with everything. I don't really care. I like avocado. And I'm gonna eat it right now as well. Should be ready to flip now. Oh yeah. Yeah. A little bit overdone on that side, but looks pretty good to me still. Cooked up a solid amount, but like, look at that. How good does that look? Look how white that meat is on that cattle dog there. Looks very good. Yeah, that is bloody unreal. I'm quickly gonna eat this, chill here for 10 minutes, and then we'll get back to fishing. There's just something about eating fish that was swimming around less than a couple hours ago versus some you buy from a store or something like that. It's a totally different experience. I bet there's a lot of people out there that don't really like fish, but I think if they had it this fresh, they would probably change their minds because it tastes completely different. All right, well, we're all fed up now. We're gonna mix up the fishing a little bit. Grab one of the casting rods, we're gonna throw some top water. This is a 60 gram vapor trail. And we're just gonna cast the top waters along this reef edge here. Got all these big bommies out off the edge. And basically we're just gonna see what we can catch. Oh, big. Oh! What was that? Fish on it? Yep, got him. What is it? Trout or something? Or is it a yellow lip? Oh, it's a yellow lip. Little yellow lip. Fully locked up on him. Sick. Surely he doesn't fall off. Come here. And yeah, sick. Oh, how cool is that? Very cool looking fish. We could keep this guy, but since we're in super shallow, we'll just unhook him and let him go. That's probably the biggest yellow lip I've caught. I haven't caught very many, only a couple. You can see why they call them yellow lip. Going right down into that little bommy there. We can only fish here for like a couple hours, and we've got to go find a anchorage for the night. Oh, there's a fish there. Oh. 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 Yep, I broke my line off, but the popper, I can see the popper still floating. Yeah, super clean cut, must have been just straight on the edge of that bommy there. There you go. Alright, because we can just tie this back on. Oh, that's big. Oh. Oh. What the hell was that? A bit quieter through there than I was expecting. Bit unfortunate. We got a few bites, but not exactly what I was looking for. It's alright, we'll start making our way towards where we're going to anchor tonight. We might find some spots to jig on the way. Oh, it's pretty shallow. Should be able to just creep into the anchorage. Just gotta watch I don't hit any bommies as I come through. The water's so clean here. It's insane. This is our zone where we're at. No, in here. Yeah, in here is the zone. Yeah, I think in this little patch of sand in the middle here, we should be pretty chill. Well, this is the first time staying at the reef by myself in the tinny. Yeah, the first time I've done it without bringing any meat of any kind to eat. So thankfully we caught some fish. We'll knock off the other side of this dog. Now basically the same seasonings, except this time I'm adding Italian herb mix as well. Now while the fish is cooking, get these bad boys ready. Normally I would toast them a little bit, but oh yeah, they look good. This one's ready. Fish burgers. on the reef. The sun's not far from going down behind the mountains. Dinner's served. Legit, look at this thing. It's gonna be good. Bloody hell, it's hard to complain. Well, that was some of the best fish burgers I think I've had for a while. Now, I couldn't do it last time. We went for a camp out, but a couple of people asked, so I'll show you the little sleeping setup I've got going on. Like, I just have my swag here. This is like a XL swag, and it just kind of fits perfectly in this little stretch in here. And then inside, I've already got like a self-inflating mattress. Got pillows, sleeping bag in case it gets a little cool. Probably won't need it tonight, but and that's basically bloody Taj Mahal in there. And that's pretty much it, as you see here. Very simple little setup, but yeah, it's enough. I'll have this whole reef to myself. No one else will be coming in here, and we've got a little bit of light left, but yeah, as you can see, the sun's just gone down behind the mountains there. That'll probably be me for the day. I'm just gonna chill out, relax. Might have a few casts off the back, but otherwise I'll just see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. As you can see here, the sun's just coming up over the horizon, and I've just packed up everything in the boat here. I definitely didn't have the best of sleeps. The wind actually picked up a fair bit through the night. I was just getting yeeted around in my swag, and the noise of the splashing was just a bit too psycho. But yeah, we're just going to pull up this anchor, try and get out of this reef, and then head the first spot for the day. Let's get moving. I'm hopeful I can basically come out the same way I came in. Pretty shallow, but we're making it over. I've got to watch out for these big bombies like this. Well, just run into the first spot in the morning, just ran over this at speed, this rock here with a stack of fish on the top of it. You can also see it on the side scan there. Coming into more rock, looks like there's some fish on top of that as well. Just drove around, set back up the drift. And we've just got that jig on still from yesterday. So I'm just gonna drop that basically straight down, see where we're at, because we're about to pull up on the structure. Yeah, we're down there. Ooh, straight away. Literally 2 lifts of the jig. And we're on. And would you look at that? It's a beautiful bloody coral trout. Yeah. Take that for first drop in the morning. Perfect eating size little coral trout. I'll probably fill it up one of those trout from yesterday or something soon. It's only like 6:15, but like I had those burgers at 5:30 yesterday, Arvo. So it's been like 13 hours since I've eaten. And like I said, I brought no food with me, so I'm gonna have to do a bit of a cook up. But I'm gonna catch a couple more fish first, so I'm gonna head back up this drift. Just gonna do the same thing. Drop it right next to the boat. Had a couple drifts with the jig, and yeah, just that one fish first drop, and then nothing more. I'm just gonna have a quick drop down there with the squid before we move on. What are we fishing? 34 meters. Takes a little bit of time to get down. We're riding some fish now. Oh, this feels like a better trout. Got my drag very tight. Probably can back off a little bit. Unless this is another purple cod. It's got a lot of weight. Could just be a big trout though. What do we got? Oh, you are shitting me. It's a little red emperor. No way. That's so cool. Wow. How cool is that? Well, he's definitely going to be undersized, but... Ooh, excuse you. Look at that thing. Beautiful red emperor. Another little ultimate squid there. Cool. Legal size for red emperor in Queensland is 55 centimeters. This guy is like about 50, so squid out. One thing these guys have working for them is they don't suffer from barotrauma very much, so not that we have a choice to keep him, but this guy's going to have a really great chance of survival. Oh! He just absolutely drenched me, that little guy. Set back up another drift, definitely dropping back down there after that. Hopefully there's a few bigger ones of those guys down there, that'd be cool. Oh, some good shows on the bottom there. Got him. What is this? Trout maybe? Doesn't really feel too much like a trout, but it could be a small one. And it is a small trout. There we go. Pretty little guy. He's just over legal size as well. And because we're fishing like 35 meters, the chances of him surviving are probably pretty low. So he's going to come home with us as well. Now the bag limit in Queensland is 7. We've got 4 at the moment. So we can keep a couple more legally, but I don't really want to keep too many more. We are going to eat one probably pretty shortly for breakfast. I'm gotta have one more drift. Be bloody rude not to. Squid, still good to go. Alright, well we've done a fair few drifts here and I could keep fishing here and really pepper it extra hard, but I'm just going to keep moving along and head to where we were originally going. Well, I know some people are going to ask, as they've asked me before, but transducer I'm running, I have the standard 3-in-1 that comes with the Lorentz units, but also bought a MR P66, that's just a straight traditional sonar transducer. It's cheap as ever. I think it was like 180 bucks or something like that, which is cheap for boat electronics. Yeah, that just does a better job than the 3-in-1 of reading the bottom, but also reading at speed. Like you see spot like that and a couple of the other ones from yesterday, all just found as I was just cruising along at like 21, 22 knots, which is huge because I'm just finding these spots that I would have had no idea were there if I wasn't running that transducer. For something fairly inexpensive, like I spent 180 bucks on the transducer, I've just caught, you know, trout's gone for $90 to $100 a kilo, and I've caught a few kilos of trout just off that, so it's paid its worth basically instantly. Yeah, we'll keep running to the next spot now. Just pulling up to the next spot now, just having a little look. This is where I was yesterday, caught a few trout. It's a bit more like it, big massive fish there. Jig right down there, get it in their face quickly. How am I not getting a bite out of that? No way, I didn't get a bite out of that. The jig's coming off. Taking the jig off, chuck the vibe back on that we were running yesterday. Just going back to the vibe, the 130mm Kelly vibe. Just chuck this out there. Oh, I was like, why isn't my vibe sinking? Because I've been bloody eating. I'd put all my money that this is a trout. Oh yeah. Yep. Switch to the vibe, paid off there. Another beautiful fish. He suffered a bit of barotrauma too, so he might not survive even if we try to release him. Alright, what we might do now, since we've got a few fish in the esky, is going to head to another reef that's a little bit away. Going to cook up some brekkie, so I'm starving. And then we might mix up the fishing a bit, do something a bit different. Well, I was hoping it'd be a little bit more protected from a bit of wind, but still not too bad. The water is absolutely stunning here though. Not a bad spot to have some breakfast. Just quickly filled up one of these trout. Even just that one little fillet there, that's enough for 2 burgers, I reckon. Probably should have grabbed some other stuff so I could cook some different things instead of just having burgers again. But if you know me, I'm not the most organised and prepared person. I didn't really think too much about it all. Oh, they still look good, but look at that. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. You won't ever see me complaining about that. Alright, well I'm going to inhale these. I wonder if this is going to be as good as the cattle dog. Well, as much as I'd like to say the cattle dog's better, I don't think it is. I think trout still clears. Alright, finished eating lunch, packed everything away, made a little bit of a move. Just had a quick little look on the drone and saw a couple of fish in this hole in front of me. Have a quick cast through this area. Oh, I'm so done. So many bommies. Just a small GT. Mental though in this zone. Well, I'd missed a few bites on top water and I've fished that definitely weren't GTs, but in the last bombing of this little hole, this guy rushes out, absolutely smokes a stick bait, and it's just always no matter what the size, it's always just a mental fight around like these holes filled with bommies. Pretty fish though, pretty GT. Get this guy back. That was cool, kind of just stumbled upon a little hole that I never fished before. Flew the drone up, saw a couple of fish in there, and yeah, just that one GT, but yeah, we can definitely come back here another time and might be a little bit better. Just kind of cruise now to another stretch, see if there's a few more fish sitting in there. We've got a section of this reef here with a bunch of bommies through here. We're just going to fish all the way through this channel and keep going along the edge. It's very quiet through here. Haven't seen any signs of life. It's pretty dead here today. I'm not going to keep spending my time up on the flat. Well, I went looking around for new ground for maybe an hour and a half. Didn't find much worth dropping on. So I'm going to eat that other 2 bits of that trout on the drive back home. But hope you guys enjoyed this one. I didn't die, I survived. I've catching some fish, so good news.